Our today's chief guest is Professor Dashura, P.K. Dashura, a renowned academician, former Vice Chancellor of 3 universities, University of Kota, University of Agriculture Kota, and MPUAT Udaipur. He has completed his tenure as member of Rajasthan Public Service Commission. He was also associated with Maharana Pratap Agriculture and Technology University as Professor of Agriculture Statistics. He has more than 80 research papers, 100 abstracts published in international and national journals. He has been advisor to about 400 PhDs and 700 master's level students across all the faculties, and more valuable contribution to their research work. He is fellow and life member of several professional societies and received a numerous prestigious international and national awards. He has been on the Vice Chancellor's Selection Committee. He has served on the academic bodies and board management of several institutions. Right now, Dr. Dashura is General Secretary of an NGO named Vidya Bharati, Rajasthan, running about 1200 former schools. Now I request Dr. Professor Dashura for his chief guest address.
Thank you very much, Professor Talesra. A very good afternoon to all of you. Professor Martin, Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor R.P. Singh, Professor Hemlata Talesra, Dr. Seema Tyagi, peace ambassadors from different countries, numbering over 1,000 participating in this webinar. Friends, it's really a matter of great pleasure that this conference is being inaugurated by Martin at 4:30 at America. It is just before the dawn. And we are sure to witness the dawn of peace after this webinar. Friends, once dawn comes, then we are sure that the sun will shine at its apex and will bring peace to the society, peace to the world, peace to the human being, and peace and lesson of peace and ideal of peace for the coming generations also. Friends, it is a time when we consider this world as a global village. It's a time of digital communication. And in this global village, we can ensure peace if we know the economic benefit of peace. The Institute of Economics and Peace has given some figure in the year 1915 that 13.3% of the world GDP is lost because of the non-peace activities. It is the violence cost, and today is 2020, and we are witnessing violence at an increasing rate. So we can estimate or guesstimate the amount of losses we are bearing on account of violence. So peace is the perhaps most important, most urgent, and an agenda which is to be addressed at the first, not only at global level, but at national level and at individual level also. Because individually, if we are committed to peace, then perhaps we can ensure peace at the national level and at the global level. Friends, there are many theories which advocates the leadership of peace. I can name three very important approaches. One is peacekeeping approach. Another one is peacemaking approach. Third one is peace building approach. We need, and people, scholars have advocated leadership in all the three dimensions. But my personal opinion is that an integrated leadership is required. Leadership integrating all the three dimensions, where we can ensure that mobilization of actions and resources for a change at global level to form and to create a leadership to be a leader is required as on today. The people are motivated to act individually and function collectively for the benefit of humanity. Perhaps I think that it is a target of this conference, this webinar, to educate people, to educate 7 Arabs of 700 crores of population of this world through more than 1,000 peace ambassadors participating in this webinar. Friends, the soul of peace leadership is a desire for inclusive and cohesive society where individuals are enabled to live in liberty to their fullest potential, free from the appreciation of the powers and wild dominance. Peace leadership is focused in creating a positive peace while including the essential elements of working against forces for violence and aggression or negative peace. It is an integral process to understand individual leadership capacity, relationship with others, to dovetail it and make a human being a vibrant human being, a potential human being, a cooperative human being, a human being who is positively contributing. In my opinion, the world has given some peace leaders. I would like to sum up because of the paucity of time. I name Lincoln, who worked during the USA Civil War for the peace. Mandela, Nelson Mandela, who was a leader in resolving the South African conflicts. And we see that we cannot undermine, we cannot forget Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, a unique identity. Our Rashtrapita of Great India, who is an icon of peace, who has set example. And for peace, for educating peace, for disseminating the idea of peace, we need the charismatic personality like Gandhi, like Vivekananda. And we must take into account the role of masses for peace. In order to truly live in peace, we must understand the world is indivisible and peace for each one or peace for no one. If we prefer second one, that is peace for no one, that we, or not only we, I myself will not be in peace. If I want to ensure my peace at my individual level, then I'll have to, and we all will have to opt for peace for everyone. There are certain theories for the peace. I would name democratic peace theory. Another one is capitalism peace theory. Third one is socialism peace theory. Another one is collaborationism peace theory, economic norms theory. And as Martin has rightly pointed out, that spirituality is the core heart of the peace. And the religious views, I am very glad to inform you all that the India and Indian origin school of faiths are all advocating, preaching and following peace. Maybe it Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism, Sikhism, all these aim to the peace for the humanity and for global peace. Friends, I would say that this seminar, this webinar, the effort being done for 5 consecutive days will educate us. The ideas of scholarly speakers will make us realize the importance of peace. And I wish a great success to the organizers, to Professor Hemlata Talesra, to Seema Tyagi Madam, to Martin who has inaugurated this, to Professor Singh who is chairing the inaugural function with the same lines with which Seema started. Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kashtina dukh bhag bhavet. Let all be happy. Let all see good. Let all be without any disease. And let the world be a better world than what we have received from our ancestors, and we gift it to our coming society in still a better manner. Thank you all. Thank you very much.